What's up, students? It's Mrs. Chalk here. We're going to do our next lesson. Remember, if I go too fast, you just pause that video until you can catch up. The first question on here, we can do a quick, see if we know what it is. Let me get my little pointer working. Oh, it's upside down. That's why it was not working. There we go. Okay. So it says the coffee shop displays their prices on a black chalkboard, on a chalkboard menu, and they got erased. Could we fill this back in? What's the constant of proportionality? Well, remember we do y over x. So we're just going to do the 550 over 2, and that means our constant of proportionality is $2.75. Okay? How can you use the value K to find the missing prices? Well, what we do is we just multiply. So 1 times the value of K. Remember, it's now y equals 275x. So this is x, this is y. So 1 times 275 is 275. 2 times 275 is 550. 3 times 275 is 825. Remember, this is the independent, this is the dependent. This number depends on what's happening with this number, okay? So let's get into our notes here. The rate of change describes how one quantity changes in relation to another quantity. In a proportional relationship, the rate of change is equal to the constant of proportionality. Okay, in 1 and 2, a representation of a proportional relationship is given. Use the information to create a table. So again, all you're doing is you're taking the x, plugging it in, and that will give you the y. Okay, so 0, what is 0 times 9.5? 0. 0 times anything is 0. What is 1 times 9.5? 9.5. What is 2 times 9.5? 19. What is 3 times 9.5? 28.5. Basically, all you're doing is each time you're adding 9.5. Okay? My rate of change is 9.5. Okay, I want you to try to do number 2 on your own, and of course, I'm going to ask you some questions about it. Okay, did you get the table filled in properly? I hope so. If not, remember, I give you 2 chances on your Edpuzzle, so you can always do it again. Okay, here we go. Camping Craze hires a graphic designer to create a logo and marketing material. The graphic designer charges Camping Craze $45 per hour. So that means in 1 hour, we'll pay $45. So 1 hour, $45. If there's 0 hours, we paid 0. So what is the rate of change? I'm going to let you answer that. Did you answer 45? You would be right if you did. Now, let's try to finish this table. So 2 would be 90, and 3 would be 135. Yeah, 135. And 4 would be 90, 135. 4 would be 180. Okay. What does the rate of change represent in this context? I'm going to let you answer that question. Did you get it right? The rate of change represents that it's $45 per hour. It's the cost per hour. That's what it represents. So now what would the equation be that would represent this? Let's see if you can get that. Did you get y equals 45x? I hope so. If not, you're probably going to want to do this head puzzle again. Okay, let's do a couple more of these and see how we do. Here we go. Ronnie earns $27.50 for each driveway he shovels. Let's create a table to show the sum of the amount Ronnie will earn shoveling 4 driveways. So one driveway is going to be $27.50. 2 driveways is going to be $55. 3 driveways is going to be $82.50. 82.50. And 4 driveways is going to be $110. Now, let's label this here. So, number of driveways. And then this one is earnings, how much he makes. Okay? Earnings. There we go. Now, again, all I did was I added $27.50 each time. That's all I did. I added $27.50. I added $27.50 each time. And that's how I got my next number. Okay? Gasoline is priced at $3.39 per gallon. Write an equation to represent this. Can you guys write that equation? Pick which one it is. Okay, I'm hoping that you wrote y equals 3.39x. So then every time we do a gallon, 1 gallon would be 3.39. 2 gallons, you're just filling in that x right there and multiplying. Okay? So Mrs. Dunn asked her students to represent y equals 5x on a table. Which student correctly completed? Remember how I showed you up here that you're just adding $27.50 each time? Which table is adding 5 each time? Okay? Well, this one right here, it does add 5 each time. However, we're starting with 5. And if I did 0 times 5, I wouldn't get 5. That would be wrong. So it's not Sasha. Sasha messed up. This one, look, we're adding 5 each time. So Ronald is correct. How about number 7? I'm going to let you answer number 7 on your own. Let's do A first. What's my rate of change? And then B, what's my equation? Okay, how did you do? Did you get it right? I hope so. Now, number 8. Crystal creates a tower of playing cards. The number of cards for each level is shown below. Complete the table below to represent the rate of change. Well, when I did 1 level, how many cards did I have? 1, 2, 3. When I did 2 levels, how many cards did I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What am I going up by each time? What do I go up by each time? Okay. So it looks like I'm going up by 3. So then I have 9, and I go up by 3, and I have 12, and I go up by 3, and I have 15. What would the equation be? Do you know the equation? Okay, I hope you got that right. Now our last question. Sue traveled by car at a constant rate. After 4 hours, she traveled 272 miles. Circle any of the following that represents the relationship between the distance traveled and the hours driving. Okay, so 4 hours, and she traveled 272. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to see how far she went per, how many miles per hour. So we're going to take the 272 and divide it by 4. So that would be, is it 6? And 24? And 32? So 68. Okay. So our equation is y equals 68x. That's our equation. So which of these would be correct now that I know that y equals 68x? Did you get it right? I hope so. Let me know if you have any questions, and now it's time to finish your project that we already started. Bye.